statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised. Some viewers may find
I know what you wanna say. I think that you're all the same, constantly being led astray. You think you know something you don't. Downtown hot spot, halfway up the street. I used to be free, I used to be 17. Follow my shadow around your corner. I used to be 17. Now you're just like me, down beneath the ashes and stone. Sure what I've lived and have known. I see you so uncomfortably alone. I wish I could show you how much you've grown. Downtown hot spot, used to be on the street. I used to be 17. I used to be 17. Now you're hot shot, hanging on my block. Sun coming up, who is my shadow? La 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 I know what you're gonna be. I love that you're gonna be. You'll cry out just to see. Afraid you'll be just like me. Downtown hot spot, halfway through this life, I used to feel free. Or was it just a dream? Now you're outside, think you're so carefree, but you're just 17. So much like me. You're just 17. You're just 17. 17.
Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight or this early morning, depending on where you're at? I didn't really want to go live today because, or this morning or whatever time it is where you're at. But I thought, hey, what the hell, why not? Hey, Poppy Greenie, I'm surprised to see you in my chat, dude. You're a legend when it comes to Clippers. Thanks for, coming in. I'm shocked as hell. This is effing painful. Yeah, it is. But anyways, my whole point, the reason why I'm going live is because I was in Scribble's chat, and yeah, some crap is going down between Scribbles and Jen J. I think Jen J may have released the text well between her and Scribbles to Q, and Q has been pretty much rubbing it in Scribbles' face, um, for most of the day. And he released some new ones as well. Scribble says it's not him, it's a fake number. Um, oh, I love you too, Billy Bats. Did she explain the dramatic stream about the performance artist? Oh, I was just talking, dude. Kai, I'm lazy, and maybe if I put actually any kind of effort in what I do, and maybe actually put just like a fraction of any type of effort, what I would do, you guys would probably have a better understanding of where I'm coming from, but I'm lazy and I don't care. But that was just mostly about groupthink, the kind of toxicity that exists online where people kind of lose their morality and their sense of, uh, I don't know, morality. Yeah, I think morality is a good word, dude. It just lose their conscious because they get in this community that's incredibly toxic, and they look to other people. How should they act? And that's kind of what's going on IP2. I mean, we have you know a person or a group of individuals attacking a bunch of people that they don't know on a personal level, and it kind of snowballs into this really toxic, uh, community where people are just really coming here just to talk shit and destroy others. That's it. Um, it is humanity, absolutely, dude. It's the duality of humanity. Our best traits are our conscious and our ability to, you know, do good and help other people, and whatever you choose to do, in that way, whether it be in faith or in your community, your family. And then there's the very toxic, disgusting part of our humanity where we just destroy people and we enjoy it. There's people that just love watching other people suffer. They get off on it. It makes them feel powerful, it makes them feel like they're a god. That definitely exists in this community. There's definitely a group of people that are, you know, going down a really dark route that they're not going to be able to come out of. You can't do that, and you can't dish that toxicity out in the world and not expect that it's not going to come back to you in some way. And I believe that shit, dude. Leave the troll, Victoria. Leave the trolls. No, there's trolls, dude, and then there's people that cross the line into real life and are really spending their whole entire days kind of going after people on here and just to destroy them because they think that they're gaining something from this. But really, you're not, dude. You're just a person that's a sad, pathetic loser. There's probably a bigger loser than me, and I'll be the first person to admit, hey, I'm a scum. I don't have much going for me. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing right now. But I don't go real life. And I don't go out of my way to destroy people on here. And it's so toxic and it's so fucking disgusting that I kind of stopped talking about a certain clipper on here. I kind of avoid playing their clips. I don't play their clips anymore, guys, if you noticed. I stopped doing that. And I also, when Scribbles reached out to me a few days ago, I think it was last week, my sense of time is fucked up. Um, he snapped because he expected just to take the abuse from him. I didn't go and post the screenshots about Jen J. I'm like, this is between two consensual adults. It ended horribly. This is a private matter. This has nothing to do with me. I'm just going to be neutral and just stay out of it. And that's what I tried to do. And that's what I'm continuing to try to do. I don't want to get into that type of shit. It's to me, dude, it's just fucking bad karma, dude. It's just like, I don't want that shit on my shoulders. I don't want to deal with that drama. And so I didn't post it, but unfortunately, it's still very much going. Q's posted a lot of stuff on his community page, about text messages that are allegedly between Scribbles and Jen J. I went into Scribbles chat, just say what's up, dude, and it's still very much going on. And there was also other people. This is this weird thing. This is how small this community is, and how there's so many people watching each other on here. It's kind of like being in North Korea, or what do you do? No, I'm not doing IRL. It's a 60-year-old vampire. So 8 hours. Yeah, dude. He blocked almost everyone. Make content. I'm gonna ban you, dude, because no, I'm not gonna ban you. I'm just gonna ignore your ass because you're annoying. Um, if I'm non-content, then don't watch me. See, this is another thing that I don't understand. Shout out to the 69 people in my chat. Um, if you don't like what I do and you find my voice annoying and obnoxious and you think I'm stupid and I'm regarded, then my suggestion to you is a very simple one. Leave. Nobody's asking you to be here. Nobody's forcing you to be here. You're on the internet. You have a huge array of things that you could easily watch on YouTube alone. Nobody's asking you to be in here. All right? So fucking leave. It's that fucking simple. You know, you guys act like I'm holding you fucking hostage, and I'm not. You're grown ass adults. You can. I'm sure you're able. You have the ability to find something else. You're able to find me. So move the fuck on. It's that simple. Oh, thank you, Poppy Greenie. I appreciate that. I think my voice is annoying as hell, but um, thank you. And the thing with Jen J and Scribbles and I, we're civil to one another because we're both experienced similar type of harassment with a certain clipper on here. So we're good with each other now. Just because we're good with each other, it doesn't mean that I'm condoning everything he's done, or that he's condoning everything that I've done, or that we're condoning people that or that he's condoning, Mike, because Mike comes on my panel. Scribbles does not like Mike. He made it very clear to everybody why he doesn't like Mike. And just because I have him on my panel has absolutely nothing to do with Scribbles, because Scribbles and I are not close and we're not friends. We're just acquaintances and that's about it. And I don't think it's fair to attack Scribbles or to attack me over anything that Scribbles has done or anything that I've done. And somehow make it seem like we both carry the blunt of the blame from situations that have absolutely nothing to do with one another. Scribbles and I are not close. We are not friends. We are just acquaintances that are experiencing very similar things in this community, and that's it. And one of the biggest reasons why I'm experiencing so much hatred, because I really haven't really done anything to anybody on here. I know everybody wants to try to paint me as miniature VP, and that I'm just like vegan and the V twins and all that. But the main issue and the reason why so many people dislike me is because for one, I'm opinion and I have a big mouth and I have a habit of running my mouth and saying regrettable things. I can kind of relate to Scribbles in that sense. I don't think I go as extreme as he does, but I've said some regrettable things on here that I wish I shouldn't have said. Another thing is because I'm civil to vegan. And a lot of people, not sorry, there is a group of people, particularly a small group, but a very devoted group of individuals that fucking hate vegans guts. Now, I'm not talking about just trolling, dude. Just like the mild trolling that we all get. Every person who's a streamer on here, whether or not they show their face or not, or they do IRL, they're going to experience some backlash, and there's going to people be coming in and talking shit about them. That's just a part of this community. I've accepted that. I understand that now. I have a better understanding of it now. I should have known it before because I came in this community to troll myself. But then they go real fucking life, and these people want to take vegan down. They want her to suffer. They fucking hate her. They think she's like literally a demon walking. They think that she's a sociopath, and they go to these kinds of lengths to destroy this woman. And if any person shows her any kind of kindness or just treat her like a normal human being, they come after you, and that's what they did with me. I think had I not went on Vegan's stream and talked to her after Nick and I had a very public falling out, I don't think I would have got as much hate as I do now, and I don't think he would be making content about me. I'm non-content, guys. I'm the first person to admit that. I am just an avatar on a screen, and I do a stream where I ramble on about nothing. I don't really do anything to the extent where I feel like I deserve to be clipped, because I'm not really doing nothing. I'm just kind of commenting on other people in this community because I am a commentator. I am not an IRL streamer. I don't think I could create the kind of content that VP and Scribbles makes. It's pretty just pretty basic, crap. It's just me rambling on about nothing and me arguing with the chat. And that's my content. But because I cross one person in particular, Jake Silver is on the mission now to kind of destroy me and come after me because I unmodded him. I continue to allow vegan in my chat, and I modded her. I He has this very obsessive kind of possessive um, thing when it comes to Dex. He feels like that it's his duty and his job to protect her. And if you say anything disparaging or offensive or anything that he perceives as wrong about Dex on here, he will fucking come after you. Now, I've never said anything bad about Dex. I've always been civil with her. I've always been nice to her. I always said that, it's unfortunate that she joined this community as young as she did because it's so fucking toxic and it's full of so many horrible people that I don't think if you're a young person, you should be a part of this. Um, but Jake wanted me to dismantle vegan. He wanted me to go after vegan, and he wanted me to go after Scribbles because Scribbles was talking crap about Dex, and also because Scribbles at one time was good friends with Mike. And because I didn't do any of those things, and because I didn't want to, because I didn't want to be a part of a war, even if it's just by proxy, I didn't want to be a pawn in this whole mess. They went after me, and it's just simple as that. They made fun of my weight, even though, dude, I'm not morbidly obese. I'm not saying I'm a super thin woman, but I'm not this morbidly obese bitch either. They also said that, I was spent using my mom's credit card to send donations to people, which isn't fucking true. I never used my card at all. You guys don't really know my mom that well. My mom is the type of bitch. It's no offense to your mom. I love you. I call everybody bitches, by the way. But my mom is the type of woman that is like, you got to go earn your stuff. I'm not going to give you anything that you can't get yourself. And she would never, ever allow me to use her card on anything. My mother is not that type of woman. And they make all these kind of elaborate lies about me on here, or because somebody says something that's a little off kiltered and offensive, and I have them on my panel, so therefore I'm as guilty as those people, which is fucking insane. Uh, no, dude, I don't use my mom's credit card. I only use my own. Um, Poppy Green Nation, yeah, dude. Hang on, what are you guys saying? Uh, Pull on your frumpy clothes and let's go IRL. Dude, I'm not going IRL ever again. Like, that is literally the dumbest thing I've ever done. I don't care if you guys think I'm overweight. I don't care if you guys think I'm Brittany from Jersey. I really don't care. I've learned from this experience that whatever you think of me has absolutely nothing to do with me directly because I don't know you guys. You guys are just strangers. You guys are just a bunch of people, avatars going up my screen. We don't have any type of real genuine relationship. So if you want to continue thinking that I'm morbidly obese, that I'm using my mom's credit card, that I'm really Brittany from Jersey, that I'm not really 41 years old, and my mother's not dying of cancer, cool, dude. Think that shit. Live it. I don't care. That has nothing to do with me. I've learned, guys, I've learned to have a little bit more thicker skin. And the only thing that really kind of matters in my life right now, that really genuinely matters, is the people that care about me. And you guys are not it. There's people I definitely appreciate and like in my chat that come in here that I'm actually happy to see, and I thank you. I'm not going to call you guys out because I don't want you guys to get any hate, but I like you guys, and you're the reasons why I continue to come on here and make this stupid ass half-ass panel commentary channel because of you, and I appreciate you, and thank you so much. But yeah, I have to learn that. And if you don't like what I do, and if you don't like what I have to say, and if you find me annoying and obnoxious and stupid and other derogatory things, then you leave. Like, I'm not asking you to come on here. That's the weird thing that I find extremely strange. I don't go into other people's chats that I don't like and talk crap about anymore. I stopped that with vegan. I stopped doing that shit months and months ago. Like last year when this is one of the reasons this has kind of turned like things around when it came to how I seen vegan. I would troll vegan all the time. That's how vegan kind of knew who I was. And I also defended her ex-boyfriend, and I donated to him. Vegan had a very public, very toxic relationship with him. They were on and off, throughout like the 2 years that they were together, and it was everybody seen it. And it was entertaining to watch in kind of like a train wreck sort of way. And I found it entertaining, especially when they were in the Rage-mobile together and they were saying all kinds of horrible things to one another. But I I watched one of her streams from last, no, it was actually the beginning of this year. Vegan was getting ready, I think. She was supposed to go somewhere for New Year's, and she started crying and she was really upset. And it had to do with her ex-boyfriend. And this is when I was like really trolling Vegan hard, and everybody thought Nick and I were an item, and that I was his e-girlfriend at the time, which I wasn't, dude. Nick never claimed me. I never claimed him. I always got the sense that Nick didn't really know what to make of me, and he wasn't sure if I was a real person or not. He just kind of went along with it because I paid him, I gave him money, and I was nice to him and tried to give him good advice, and also because it pissed off his ex-girlfriend. And so I tuned into the stream because when ex-Amy told me that Vegan was talking about wanting to kick my ass and what she was going to do to me if her and I ever crossed paths, which is probably never going to happen, VP. I don't think you and I are ever going to meet in real life. And she was breaking down and she was crying and she looked genuine. I don't think Vegan's an actor. I think she was actually really sad and heartbroken over what happened between her and Nick, and that kind of gave me some perspective. And I went like, dude, I don't know these people. Like I don't know Vegan and I don't know IBL on any type of level. Purely just it's just a parasocial one. Why am I so invested in this? Why am I going after this woman? Of course she's going to go after me. VP is known to be somebody that goes after people that go after her. She even said it herself. She said that she's vindictive. She blames it on the fact that she's a Scorpio, but she's not somebody that backs down. If somebody says shit to her, she will go after you. She will go for the low blows because she wants to hurt you like you're trying to hurt her. That's her perception of it. Vegan didn't initially come after me, dude. I wasn't some innocent little bystander that didn't have anything to say. I put myself in a situation to be attacked on here, and I continuously allowed it to happen by engaging with people on here that I didn't know. Like I don't know Nick. I never really ever truly did. But um but I just got sucked into it. That's it. And it's weird though. If I had continued to hate on Vegan and had this live continued to do, if I can, okay, let me rephrase this. If Vegan and I never like had a truce and we never kind of just forgave each other and just like moved on, I think I would be much more liked in this community. I think people would be less likely to judge me on here. But because Vegan is such a polarizing figure and so many people don't like her on here, particularly people that have money and that can sway people's opinions, I got an X on my back because of that. And that's the main reason why I think so many people dislike me. And it becomes this kind of like snowball effect. All it does is all you need to take is like 3 or 4 people to talk shit about you on alts. And it gives the appearance that there's so many people in here that dislike you. And I don't think that's the case. And I've said this multiple times, dude, and I'll say this again. If you don't like Vegan and you think she's a horrible person and you think she's truly evil, there's a very easy solution, to deal with that. Just stop watching her content. Stop talking about her. She's not a part of your life. She doesn't affect you on a real level. This is just the internet, guys. This isn't real. But when people start going real life and they start attacking people, doxing people's addresses, doxing people's work, doxing people's family members, going out of their way to taking away other people's EBT cards to really make this real life, that's when you're crossing the fucking line, dude. You're taking it way too far. This is not trolling. That is actual fucking harassment. That is harassment, guys. And Victoria, you know what? I'll talk about this next 420, and that is actually a really good point. I was contributing to Nick's addiction. I was giving Nick money. I wasn't giving Nick that much money, but I gave him enough money that I was on the radar within this very small community. And I was contributing to his drug addiction because Nick, at the time, I don't know if Nick is still using or not. I'm not going to say he is or he's not. That's not for me to say. But he was using then because he was very open about it. He would smoke meth on stream. He would blow the smoke in the camera. I've watched him tweak many times. I've watched him, you know, go into these weird manic stages where he says he hears voices. And I continued to give this man money because I thought I was helping him. I was dead ass wrong. I was not helping the man. I was not making his life easier. I think I was just making it easier for him to kind of coaster and not really do anything besides live in his tent and eat pizza and smoke drugs. That was it. I stopped giving him money around April. I did send him like $6. I think like last week or so. I did send him $6, but to play this donut that I thought was funny. Um, but since then, I stopped giving him money because I realized the guy doesn't want any help. This was like around the time Fartbox and Allergy in the beginning of this year, because I still don't think he has his California ID. You gave him money for drugs, dude. Yeah, I didn't. No, Jake, my bad. Captain Coke. I mean, forgive me, guys. I'm gonna ban you because you're. Uh, hang on. Let's see. You give him so much money every day. I wasn't giving him money every day. Even Nick said that I was giving him like $20 here, like $10 there. I didn't give him that much money, but it was a course of a year that it seemed like I gave him a lot, but I didn't. Even Nick said that himself. But I gave him enough money where life was a little bit easier, and made it easier for him to purchase drugs. And he told me, he swore to me up and down that he never took any of the money that I gave him and bought meth with it. He said he would get it for free. Maybe he's telling the truth, maybe he's not. I will never know because I wasn't there, and I probably will never know, guys. Like, let's be real. But I'm getting like tracked right now, guys. Hang on, let me think. What am I talking about right now? But I started distancing myself in April. I started spending more time in the RV chat, in the Scribbles chat. I was still banned in VP's chat, so I couldn't really go into vegans. I didn't give him that much money, dude, for him to rent hotel rooms. I would give him $10 here, $5 there. Like, it wasn't a large sum of money. The most money I ever gave Nick was for his birthday. I gave him $60. That was the most money that I ever gave to him at one time, and that was it.
That's how that fucking cunt sounds.
But I'm trying to think, dude. My mind is going all over the place, guys. I apologize. Hang on, let me think. What was I going on about? Okay, and I this was like the beginning of the year. Fartbox and Alan G and I were having a feud because they're trolls. They would come in as like a wife and husband team, and they would talk shit about me on here, and I was very easily triggered. You would think somebody who was like trolling VP wouldn't have much thicker skin, but I didn't. But there was a moment where I think Alan and Fartbox and I offered Nick money to get his California ID. I offered him $100. I think Alan offered him like $50, and I think a Fartbox was like $25 for him to get his ID because he was having a really hard time. He was smoking butts off the ground. A lot of times he was going into the convenience stores. They wouldn't sell the cigarettes to him. He couldn't go into the weed shop. He was like reliant on other people around him, mostly his homeless buddies, to do that. And it was kind of sad to watch him pick butts off the ground. Like, he's probably covered in dog piss and God knows what else. And I was like, dude, I will give you the $100. That's like, I think like $130, $140 Canadian for me. I'm not entirely sure. I have to go like check online, but I think it's roughly around that. And Nick didn't fucking do it. He didn't, even though I was willing to give him that money, and Alan G was willing to give him the money, and so was Fartbox, he still wouldn't get his fucking ID. And I'm like, what? Dude, like, this will make your life so much easier. Like, why are you depending on other people when you could just... I'm paying you to get a fucking ID card, dude. I wish somebody would fucking do that for me. I wish somebody would pay me to make my life better. But he refused. He would come up with excuses and things that he couldn't do and all this and that. And that's when I realized this guy doesn't want fucking help, dude. He doesn't want help. He doesn't want to get better. He just wants to kind of sit there, ramble on about nothing, and blame society and his ex-girlfriend.
Nah, you ain't doing
for all
that
these
analog
fucking
stick control
problems
shit
in
with me,
his
boy.
life. And I was
You
like,
ain't doing that
I'm
analog
done,
shit
dude. Like, I can't
with me,
help
boy.
this man.
You
And
ain't doing
it's
that fucking
exhausting
shit with me,
fighting
boy.
with his ex-girlfriend all the fucking time. And Nick would always tell me all the time, he's like,
Move your
I'm not
fucking
going to
feet,
defend
kid.
you, Victoria. Okay, I'm not going to
Move
white
your
knight
fucking
for
feet
you.
or go play a
You have
different
to
game,
do that
boy.
on your own. So I'm alone.
Move your fucking feet, dumbass
Everybody
boy.
thinks I'm Nick's e-girlfriend, which I'm not,
Move your
because
feet,
Nick never
dumbass boy.
defended me. I remember when a whole bunch of people came into
Move your
his chat
feet,
and they
dumbass
started
kid.
steamrolling me and saying all kinds of horrible stuff. And GitHub was in there, and GitHub, like, you know,
Move your
I'm
feet,
paraphrasing
bum.
what GitHub said, but I think Sean said something along the lines like, you know, step up, you know,
Move
defend
your
your
feet,
woman.
dumbass boy.
And Nick said, no, I'm not going to do that. So here I am helping this person, giving him money, trying to give him moral advice, trying to be like a shoulder for him to cry on, and the dude can't even fucking defend me. And I'm even dumb enough to give this guy like $100 so he can get his ID, so he can better himself, so he doesn't have to rely on homeless people or pick cigarettes off the ground that's probably covered in piss. And
your
he
feet,
still
dumb
couldn't
fuck.
do anything for me. And I was just like, you know what? Fuck this. You know, and I just started talking to other people on stream because I'm lonely, dude. I'm kind of stuck in this is like the loneliest I've ever been in my life, the most isolated, the most saddest that I can remember in my whole entire adult life thus far. And I needed a distraction, and that's kind of what happened. Are you a
Analog
robot?
stick moving
No, I'm
ass
not.
motherfucker. This
Were you
ain't the
looking for something
Nintendo
out of
Wii,
Nick?
bitch.
That's a good question.
Move your fucking feet, bum.
Wow. I think I was just looking
I'd have
for
done picked you up
a
and walked you
distraction.
into the
That was
fucking
it.
corner
Like,
by
I didn't
now if
think
this were
anything
a real
real would come
boxing.
out of this. I didn't think I was
Fucking
ever going to meet
bum-ass.
him. But dude, I don't know. Like, like I said, I've never really been a part of communities. I never reached out to people, but he's the first streamer I've ever went into his DMs because I thought he was super funny. I thought he was hilarious. I didn't think he was I think he was just being over exaggerating a lot of shit and just kind of leaning into this kind of scumbag, kind of misogynistic character. And I think in the beginning he was. But something shifted in IBL, and I noticed that. And I noticed the closer I got to him, if that's even the right words, I don't know, because I don't think that him and I ever really got super close. But the more nicer I was to him, and he kind of pulled back. Like, I think he's afraid of people getting close, and I understand that. I'm like that too.
Hey, are you okay?
I saw a lot of myself in IBL. Like, I think I'm more functioning than he is, but I recognize a lot of it. I hate myself. I don't like the way I fucking look. I struggled with that for a very long time. It's just, I just have to try to accept who I am. I don't want to spend the rest of my life, you know, wasting my precious time on things that I can't change, dude. And I know it has more to do with internal issues than any kind of physical, outer things. And I think the same thing applies with IBL. But I don't know, dude. I just wanted to help him, and I just wanted to make him feel like, hey, dude, you're not alone. You know, there's good people out there. You don't have to spend your whole entire life just focusing on the worst possible things. You know, you're a smart guy. You're funny. You could really make a real good career out of this. You don't have to be slumming and talking about your ex-girlfriend all the time. You can better yourself, and you can be bigger than chicken. But he doesn't want to do that. You know, Nick is very set in his ways. He also doesn't like people telling him what to do, which I relate to too. Like, even if somebody gives me the best advice, if I don't want to fucking do it, I'm not going to do it. You know, I'm stubborn in that way. But
cheating ass fucking bum. Can't fight shit.
I don't know, dude. Nick is a smart guy. He's big. He could have been bigger than chicken. I mean, Nick is funny. He's got this weird, irreverent kind of twisted sense of humor that I like. He also doesn't seem to take himself very seriously. But he really, really fucking hates himself. That's not an act, dude. He fucking hates himself, and I think on some deep level, he doesn't think there's anybody out there that can ever truly love him, and that's real. That's not fake. And I don't think. Yeah, no, he's smart, dude. There's different levels of intelligence. On an emotional level, dude, on a maturity level, Nick is a child. He's like a obnoxious kind of 14-year-old, like a snarky, obnoxious 14-year-old. He doesn't have the same maturity level as most men. Like, most men his age wouldn't act and say the same. Hang on, guys, I'm gonna have an asthma attack. I'll be back in a minute. Hang on.
Seconds out. Get ready. Box on. stop it. Step back. Let's fight.
Okay, guys, I'm back, dude. I don't know what happened. I feel like my throat closes in on me a lot.
Break it up. Blue, take a step back. Box.
I might end up having to get my... Okay, so what was I going on about? Yeah, Nick he's articulate. He's really great with words. He has this great gift, Sean, of literally saying like gibberish that literally amounts to nothing, but he says it a certain way where it sounds like it does. You know, he's really good at using words in a way to make something that really is just nonsense sound like it makes sense, you know? It's that almost like Charles Manson type of way of articulating himself. So he is bright, dude, in the way that he's able to speak. But on an emotional and mental level, he's incredibly immature. And that has a lot to do with his inexperience. He was extremely isolated as a kid. He spent like his formative years as a teenager taking care of his mom and just living online. And that was his life, you know? So on a mental maturity level, he's like in his early 20s. He's definitely got arrested development because of that. Dude, I know that he doesn't, and it's I seen that and I recognize that, and I thought, hey, I could help him, but I can't. And Nick doesn't want to be helped, and he actually hates people, you know, trying to force him to do things that he doesn't want to do. Like even if they had the best intentions, he's not going to do it. You know, he's going to stay and stand firm on what he believes, and nobody's going to change him. And I think he felt like I was trying to change him and try to make him a normie, and he doesn't want to give up his ideology, you know, about hating women and his inferior genetics. Because if you take that away from Nick, if you take away his incel ideals, he has no fucking idea who the fuck he is. Nick has no idea who he is as a person. He cut off a good portion of himself, like the part of him that was a good person, that cared about other people, that had empathy. I think he was kind of a sensitive like when he was younger, I think he was super sensitive to the point that I think it was painful for him, and that he kind of cut off that part of himself because it's just easier to live that way, you know. He's kind of numb. He wants the help. Hang on. He wants the help he wants, not the help that's going to be a part of a complex fan, because he's in deep denial about how mentally ill he is too. I think Nick knows he has schizophrenia. I mean, I think on a level, like the part of himself, the self-aware part of himself that he tries to kind of, you know, stay away from, he knows he's mentally ill, and he knows that schizophrenia is going to get progressively, it gets worse, dude. There's no cure for schizophrenia. It's a lot like MS in a way. It deteriorates at you. It deteriorates your brain. Even the medication that you take, it does as much damage as the, you know, the illness itself. And this is something that he's never going to be able to run from. And I think he's in deep denial about that. And it's sad, you know. And I think that Nick feels like he's probably going to wind up like his mom. Honestly, I don't think he wants to admit that, but I think he's going to be like, he feels like in some way that he's going to end up like his mom, probably institutionalized, and he's going to die alone. And that's just my opinion. I mean, I could be completely and utterly wrong about that. Why does everyone overlook the fact that he's homeless by choice? Can't you believe you all need to criticize the rest of his issues? Well, the thing is, you know what? There is a kind of freedom of being homeless. You got to think about this. Okay, you don't have a job. You don't have to worry about bills. Any type of responsibilities that most people have that have a roof over their head, they don't have to. Homeless people don't really have to deal with that. They're just focusing on just one single thing, and that's just survival. And that's what Nick is kind of doing. His whole thing is just focusing on just surviving from one day to the next. When you do that and you're so hyper-focused on just surviving, you cannot, and you surround yourself with people that are equally broken or as fucked up as you, it's easy for you to not worry about the bigger issues, like Nick having schizophrenia, like, you know, him kind of running from his problems, and being homeless is definitely a good outlet for that, because if you're just focusing on just, you know, survival And that's it, you know.
Ready?
Where am I going to put my tent to next? What am I going to eat today? How, like, you know, how am I going to get money? You know, that kind of stuff. You lose sight of the bigger picture that's kind of going on. And I think, yeah, that's the reason why Nick chooses to be homeless. I mean, I could be wrong, guys, but it is. And I really did like Nick. I don't know if I had a crush on him or not. I think I sort of did. I did have a crush on him. I didn't understand why he was so hard on himself. I couldn't get it. Yeah, dude, you're bald, but you still got a handsome face. You know, you have a half-decent body. You're not ugly. I mean, you have a nice smile. You're funny. You know, most women would overlook, you know, the whole bald thing, you know. All you have to do is shave your head and you're totally fine, dude, in most women's eyes. I think the biggest issue with Nick is just his mom. He doesn't want to wind up like his mom. And he doesn't want to open his heart up to somebody because, like his mom did, because he feels like he's going to be abandoned like she was, you know. And that's it. You know, Nick's petrified of being in love with anybody because that requires a huge amount of vulnerability to open yourself up like that. And he can't do that. It's just too painful for him. And he doesn't really know how either. Like I said, he kind of closed himself off when he was a teenager. Like most of us, you know, when we were teenagers, we went on dates, dude, and we did all kinds of fun things, and we went out and, you know, experienced life. Nick didn't do that. Nick was at home taking care of his bedridden mom. Okay, he was completely and utterly isolated, and that had a massive impact on him as a person and as a man. And I think because of that, unless he gets like help and he really kind of deals with the trauma of his childhood and the breakup of his mother's and father's marriage, and this blonde woman coming in and kind of breaking up his mother and father's relationship, he's going to continuously go on this path, and he's gonna end up like,
Ladies and gentlemen,
you know, X-Files Andy, and he's just gonna be on the street with no teeth in his mouth, rambling on about fucking nothing. And that's sad. It's sad to see that. I want Nick to get better. I want Vegan to get better. I want these people to be happy, and I don't want to be a part of their downfall. And I am kind of relieved that I'm sort of out of that. People kind of hate me so much in Nick's chat that they kind of push me out of there. Because if I stayed there, I probably would still be enabling him. Because there was a part of me that thought, hey, I could help this guy. I can make him realize that he's a good person and he doesn't have to do this to himself and he doesn't have to, you know, live in a tent. And I was dead ass fucking wrong. You know, it's up to him to do that. It's not me. And he doesn't want that. You know, he's not ready for that yet. He has to come to those conclusions on his own. And I have to accept that. And I can't change anybody. The only person I can change is myself. And that's it. I do wish him the best. And I don't hate him. And I understand why he did what he did. You know, he's just trying to protect himself. And this character that he plays, dude, that's not who he is. You know, it's this over-exaggerated aspect of him. But you strip that all away, the hyperbole and the jokes and the insults that he throws at Vegan. He just really fucking hates himself. And he does want to die. Like, that's not a joke. He just doesn't have the courage yet to do it. You know, I think he's kind of biding his time until then. But I wish you the best, Nick, you know. I hope you do find happiness in your life. You know, the text that I sent you after I said all those horrible things, I did mean it, dude. I mean it. I hope that you find somebody in your life and you can find happiness. But yeah, guys, it's kind of sad. But that's the reason why I don't attack Vegan anymore. Because Vegan was in love with Nick. It was toxic, dude. And I think she was obsessively in love with him because he was the first man in her life that ever made her feel like he wanted to spend the rest of his life with her and wanted to start a family. And nobody ever did that to VP. VP was like a fun time, dude. She had I'm sure she had serious relationships, but nothing like Nick. Nick made her feel special. Nick made her feel like she was wanted and that he wanted to be with her forever. And it kind of fucked with her head. But she actually had a relationship with him. I didn't. So that's why I freaking, you know, distanced myself and kind of got away from there because and stopped talking shit about Vegan because I felt like I had no right to do that. I just thought it was wrong. You know, these two people were in a real relationship with one another. I just knew him online, and I just gave him money. That's not the same thing as sharing a bed with him. It's not the same thing as, spending, days upon weeks and months and years with someone. It's not. And I kind of feel like Jake Silver's sort of like me in that sense too. I think Jake is in love with Dex. I think Jake knows he can never really be with her. And the closest way that he can actually do that is by giving her money. And I was never in love with Nick, but I cared about him. Like, there was a certain, like, I had a certain level of self-awareness. Like, dude, like, I don't know this person. Of course I don't love him, but I care about him. Or at least, or am I just really lonely? And I'm just incredibly lonely, and I'm just putting out all these emotions on somebody that I don't fucking know. And Jake is like that. And I are similar in a sense, but Jake takes it way too far. He does love Dex. He'll deny it to this day. He'll say that he's her friend. No, dude, he's in love with her. He's in love with her in that obsessive kind of way that goes into a very dangerous territory. He wanted to give her money because he wanted to be that light. He wanted to be the man that could help her. He wanted to be the one to show her that that she could be better. And he uses money as a means to do that. Um, and if yeah, no, dude, she doesn't love Jake. She uses him. It is a parasocial tragedy. You're absolutely right. He uses her. I mean, she uses him. I mean, she doesn't like him. She doesn't respect him. She told that to multiple people that she doesn't. She said it on stream, dude. She pretty much doxed him and his wife on here. She only used him for money, and that was it. Like, she even said that she fucking hates him, dude. She would tell Mike that all the time, that she fucking hates him. She kind of just strung her along. She even told Mike to go and, find, like, a female that he could kind of leech off of. Dex is a really broken young woman that has a lot of growing up to do because she's a kid in my eyes. I know a lot of people don't want to think that because she's 21 years old, but as a 41-year-old woman who has like 20 years experience over her, I think she has a lot of growing up to do. I think the internet is a very toxic, disgusting place. She's also an addict too. And if you're an addict, you live in this constant state of denial and lying to yourself, lying to people around you. And you also need enablers to continue your drug addiction and continue, living in this kind of toxic cycle. And Jake provided that for Dex for a very long time. Now, Jake will deny this and say that, he wasn't the one that was taking her to the drug houses. He wasn't the one doing that. He was just giving her money. But he was the one that was bankrolling her drug habit. And he was the one that was providing her with housing. And he was the one that was making it easier for her. And he'll say this, and he said this to me because we did have like a 2-hour conversation. We talked for a while, Jake, and I know you're listening. I think my sense of time is off, Jake, but you probably know how long you and I were talking. I think it may have been like over an hour or so. And Jake, kind of his reasoning is, by me giving her money, I actually was protecting her because she was going to end up going into a trap house and being around like horrible people that would take advantage of her. And by me giving her money, I made her life safer and made it less likely for her to be taken advantage of and exploited. And my, argument is, dude, we just made it easier for her to get drugs. That was it. Like, she's still associated with these people because she needed to, because she bought drugs off of them. She was still with somebody that was old enough to be her dad. She was still self-harming.
Let's fight.
She wasn't really helping herself in the long run. And you enabled that behavior by giving her money. And I told Jake this, and I said to him, if something happens to Dex, let's just say if she does something incredibly stupid, and she takes her life in Minecraft,
let's go.
Jake is going to definitely take a huge blunt of the blame in this community if something like that happens, because he enabled her for so long, and because he gave her money without question, and because he pretty much, and hang on, you guys are going really quickly. Well, it's official. We found words. Loneliest Canadian. Oh, good lord. Edward Kim is still commenting. She's not street smarts, dude. She's definitely okay. But this is one thing I've learned from being around drug addicts. They're really good manipulators. Like I just said, Sean, you have to be a really good liar to be a drug addict. You have to. Not only do you have to be good at lying to yourself, as convincing yourself that hey, what you're doing is okay, but you have to lie to the people around you. I mean, they're one of the biggest manipulators in the world. Like, you might come across a drug addict, you come across somebody who's lied, cheated, stole, did whatever they needed to feed their drug habit. I mean, and Dex is an addict. She admits that she is. She even said that to Jake Silver that she is. Oh, okay, yeah, thanks, Captain Coke. Victoria, will you fight a lesbian? No, dude. Insulting someone's subs when you make no money and absolutely suck at fucking life. Are you talking about me? I'm not. Are you talking about BP, dude? I don't know. Okay, guys. I have a house and a car, and oh, dude. Eric has asked, dude, who are you arguing with? Please let me know.
Okay, get ready.
Okay, you know, there are twins around here. Could Jake Silver be Edward's donating twin? I don't think Edward is as invested as Jake is. Jake is in love. I think Edward Kim gets enamored by women very easily. I think he's one of those types of men. But Jake, he loves Dex in his mind. The type of dedication he puts in defending her on here, and the amount of money he gave to her, he's in love with her, like in his perception. I don't think Edward Kim is in love. I think he's just enamored, dude, and just wants to fuck. That's what I think. Hang on. Miss Holly's not a bad person in real life. I met her last year when she came to Chicago with her cousin, and he's doing some sightseeing around town. How can you take income you don't have? Dude, what are you guys talking about? You guys are just arguing with one another.
Red, take a step back.
See, this is what happens when I don't pay attention to chat. El Nombre, I don't know if Vegan is using or not. And like I've said before, I'm not an addictive specialist. I don't live with Vegan and Purple in Sacramento. I just can take her word, and she says she's not using any drugs. That's what she told me, and I'm not gonna, put her on like the chopping block and say, yeah, you're doing meth because you're doing this and you're doing that. You have all the signs of somebody who's fucking on the pipe. I don't fucking know, dude. I don't. Okay. That's it. I don't fucking know. I know much about what's going on behind the scenes.
Move! Keep your chin up!
We don't. We're just speculating. That's not the same thing as facts, dude.
Stop!
We don't know these people. We don't interact with them on a real-life basis. But okay. Yeah, I'm too busy with the monologue. This is boring. Call Mrs. Scribbles. Okay, guys, so I don't even know what I'm going on about. Like, she told me what she does for a living, too, and she told me not to tell anyone, to keep it a secret. Who are you talking about, Miss Holly? Okay, guys, what are we going on about? Like, I don't know. See, this is what happens when I lose my train of thought. I need to write stuff down, because I'm not really good at that. Like, my mind is, like, constantly going, I think Eric as fuck is fighting with VP in chat right now. That's what I think. I don't think that's directed at me. Which is normal. I'm gonna ban you, dude, because you're annoying.
Seconds out.
Goodbye.
Get ready.
Miss Howie loves BBCs. Yeah, that's cool, dude. I was with my okay, I can't say. Okay. Okay, VP. Eric, stop being so desperate, okay? It's cringe. I don't care. You breathe okie, okay? Now suck and be a hater without a royal sword to care. It shows, kiddo. Victoria, did Scribble snort coke on stream? I don't know, dude. I was in and out of his stream. I went in there, and he was, and I was like, "What's up, Scribbles?" And Scribbles like, "What's up? What's up, Victoria?" And we had a little conversation. I don't think I was in there when he was doing that, but if anybody else was in there, if Deb B, I think I see Deb B, but I don't think she comes into my chat anymore. She doesn't like me. She was in there. You can ask her. Because she kind of lives in Scribble's chat now. But yeah, I was in there and I was talking to Scribbles. Scribbles is very upset. He fucking hates Q. Because he's bringing up, like, private stuff. And he says that the texts are not real. I don't fucking know, dude. I'm glad I just didn't get into that shit because I don't want to deal with that. I've said this before so many damn times. I have deep respect for Mrs. Scribbles, except for the thing that she did with Eric. I think that was fucking horrible. I think that was a mistake. I don't condone that. But I've always liked her. I don't have anything against her. I like Jen J. I don't have anything against her. I don't want to start some feud between these people. And I'm glad I stayed out of that. That was probably the smartest shit that I've ever done. Was that I kind of stayed away from that. I didn't post any screenshots and part of that because these are three adults. This was a consensual relationship. It just ended horribly. And that's just what it is, dude. It is what it is, and I'm glad I didn't touch that. That's all I have to say about that.
Take a step back.
Hey, Shailene, it's good to see you in chat, girl. What clip are you talking about, Jen J? Hang on, what is Jen saying? Can you guys tell me what Jen said about, like, a clip?
Break it up. Take a step back.
Are you any... Oh my god, you guys are so arguing with VP. So, but yeah, I have to defend myself. Okay, I get that, Jen, but you have to realize that he's not going to relent, you know. Scribbles is very stubborn, and you're coming after him and what he perceives as his wife too, and he's not going to stop, dude. I'm just going to tell you that now. It was just easier just to walk away and let people speculate. Now that the flames are going, he's going to get to talking about you. Other people are going to start talking about you, and this is not going to end. I'm just telling you. It's fucked. The fake line of coke, Victoria. Yeah. Like, getting banned from here is scary. Don't bother to defend yourself around here. Just say that everything somebody says about you is true. It's easier way to get over it. Yeah, dude, my name is Brittany. I'm really from New Jersey. I'm not 41 years old. I'm actually 21. I just pretended to be from Canada, and then my mother had cancer because I was bored. So there it is. There's the clip. Clip it. You guys happy with that? That was a horrible Jersey accent, by the way. That's why I'm kind of curious of why do people think I'm from New Jersey, dude? Like, I say sorry in the most Canadian, obnoxious way possible. Do you hear any New Jersey people saying sorry? I don't even know how to say sorry in American. Sorry? I'm sorry? I'm sorry, chat. All the streamers need acting lessons. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because I'm horrible with accents. But you all think that I'm some morbidly obese, like, 21-year-old pretending to be a freaking Canadian. That's like a middle-aged bitch that lives with a mother. But okay, yeah, cool. Victoria, someone said you're a man. Show your vagina to prove it. Nah, dude, I'm a hermaphrodite, David, dude. I have both a vagina and a penis. I can impregnate myself. Just like Cartman's mom.
Let's go.
When you get angry, you sound like rural New York trash. Really, dude? What's like rural New York trash? I'm kind of curious about that. Anyways, guys, I don't know what I'm gonna go on about. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I haven't done this before, and I want to do this. I want to comment. I've never watched somebody stream in their entirety, and Dex did a stream last night. And I was in there the tail end of it. And of course, Jake Silver was watching because, you know, Jake is always watching. And let's play that, dude. And let's like do a little commentary about that. Because I like Dex Puppy. Dex thinks I hate her, and I don't, dude. I like you. I don't have anything against you. I never did. I've always tried to be like polite towards you because I know, you got a lot of growing up to do. I know you're a young woman, in your eyes you're an adult, but in my perception, in my 41-year-old geriatric ass, unmod me. Why do you want to be unmodded, dude? What's the matter, Captain Coke? Captain Coke, what is going on? Controller? What are you pissed off about? We don't like her.
Stop.
I just watched these
No
streamers
holding.
for psychological
Box on.
research, nothing more. He wants to be almighty because Jin called him a simp.
Break.
Hey,
No holding.
Captain Coke, don't mind
Fight.
freaking what Jinjay has to say, dude. It's not a big deal.
Step back.
Okay, it's okay. Like, dude, they talk shit about me all the time. They bring up my freaking mom. Captain wants you to stand up to any negative that says about him. Yeah, Jin, just leave him alone, dude. He doesn't have anything to say about you. Just let him be. It's not a big deal, guys. Let's stop making drama out of nothing. But anyways, let's watch this. I haven't seen it all. Like I said, I came in towards the tail end of her stream, and she ended it not long after. And I'm surprised she kept it up, because usually she doesn't. Let's add this.
Break it up. Red, take a step back. Let's fight.
I don't know if there's any sound on here. No, it's not. Okay, hang on. I gotta fix that, because I think I forgot to put the sound on.
Break it up. Take a step back.
Oh, Captain, stop, dude. It's okay, bro. Dude, it's not a big deal. Like, you know, people... Can I read my stupid comment, please? Okay. What comment did you make, dude? Please, Captain, don't be like that, dude. You know that I love you like that. Just don't take what they have to say seriously, dude. They talk crap all the time. That's what they do. They say all kinds of horrible things about me. I got a guy making AI art about me being like a beach whale. Like, it's okay. Okay, let's do this. Let's watch Dex. I love Dex's room, dude. Like, if I was like her age, I'd probably have like I'd be probably obsessed with freaking anime too. She's definitely a wigaboo, dude. She's obsessed with like Japanese culture. Hang on, dude, it's still not working. Can you guys hear it? Cause I don't. I can't hear it at all. Like, I don't know why it's not working in my freaking thing. That kind of sucks, dude. Like, Victoria, why isn't this working? Can you guys hear it or not?
Out. Get ready.
Oh god, dude, I don't know. Let me like end this again. I'm gonna have to fucking start this all over again.
Break.
For some reason, it's not working. Let me see if I can play like another.
Let's fight.
It's weird that's not working on here. Victoria, what the fuck's going on? Okay, let's do this again. Let's see the whole YouTube shit. But yeah, Dex is supposedly in love with Anon. Like, her and Anon is like super tight. We heard the song at the beginning of the stream, Victoria. Erica, she was probably muted. No, dude, she wasn't. She wasn't muted. I don't think she was. But I'll try it again, dude. I gotta stop saying dude all the time. It's obnoxious.
Box on.
Like, I never said that before until I started talking to him. Until I started spending time, like, you know, in IBL's chat and talking to Eric all the freaking time. Say dude, like, even call my mom dude. You know, a 40-year-old, like, woman. Like, why am I talking to some fucking dude? Like, 18-year-old.
Mine?
Stop. Step back.
Yeah, but your chair doesn't like that.
Box.
So she's talking to Anon right now. Anon's her new boyfriend. And we guys all know who Anon is. He used to come into my panel all the time, but he stopped coming because you guys kept coming into my chat and doxing him and saying all kinds of horrible crap. And of course, you know, Mike had to come in and say racist shit, so Anon's just like, stop coming, dude, which I regret. Like, dude, I enjoyed you coming on my panel, dude. You had some like interesting things I didn't necessarily agree with, but you were articulate about the stuff. At least you were smart.
Box on.
Let's talk about how much you hate Eddie's fat ass. Yo. Fucking Harvey Weinstein of the streaming community. Yo,
dude,
who
the fuck is Eddie, dude? That's hilarious, dude. I'd like to know who the fuck he is. Oh my God. Shout out to Harvey Weinstein, because apparently I platform all the predators on here. So maybe Eddie should, come on my panel so I can continue the tradition.
I fucking let Eddie fucking suck me. You think I'd be banned? No. No.
Let's fight.
Oh, dude, does Eddie own
stop
Kick?
it.
Is that
No
who
holding.
she's talking about? The owner of Kick?
Box on.
If I let Eddie fucking
up.
suck me,
No, hold it.
if I let Eddie use all my fucking holes,
Fight.
you think I'd be banned?
Oh,
No,
wow.
I wouldn't.
Oh, wow, Dex. Okay, she's mad at Eddie for losing her Kick channel. Okay. Yeah, dude, I didn't watch her Kick channel, but I heard some things, and it could be wrong, dude. I tried to warn you, Dex. You have to be super, PC when you're on Kick, dude. It's not like YouTube. You get struck for just saying the F store and the N store, dude. So you were doing some crazy stuff on there, and I tried to warn you. Kick is not a place for people like Dex or people similar to her.
Look at all these fucking holes that say, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
Captain,
I
dude.
myself.
Captain, stop it, dude. Okay, just ignore them. Please, stop it. I will unmod you, dude, if that's what you want, dude. I don't want to unmod you, but Dude, I'm gonna unmod you. For now, okay? And if you want to be modded again, you can. Okay, bye, dude. I hope you come back, dude. Don't take this stuff so seriously, dude. Please, stop. Please come back, Captain.
Seconds out.
God, guys, why don't you just leave him alone?
Okay, get ready.
You guys are being fucking assholes. Anyways, Cake, let's go.
Meanwhile, they have fucking tiny ass fucking pink lines on their arms. I say, I'm gonna cut myself. What is it? Oh, ban Dex, fucking.
Break.
Fuck it!
Step back. Let's fight.
Fuck Eddie, dude. Fuck Eddie Weinstein, dude. Eddie Weinstein. I can't wait until that shit get exposed. I can't wait. I tell you right now. I can't fucking wait until Kick gets exposed. Because I know Eddie's fucking all the time.
I don't have, pay pigs, dude. As you can see, there's no, things where you can donate to me, dude. I don't even have my freaking Amazon wish list up anymore.
Top Kick streamer girls. And I know the reason that I didn't fuck Eddie is the reason that I got banned from Kick. Eddie messaged me and he said, do you want to come to Australia? And I said, no. And that's why
Break
I
it
didn't
up.
get KCIP.
Red, no holding. Box on.
Edward Kim
Hey,
said he
stop it.
wouldn't have
Red,
anything to
step
do
back.
with her because of all the cuts on her body,
Box.
yeah.
One more customer.
Stop. Step back. Box
Aiden
on.
Ross wants to unban you. Aiden Ross, please help me. We'll take down Eddie, because fuck Eddie, dude. Really? You want to ban me? You want to ban me? Really? 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 Really?
You gotta be worried about the simp mods more so than Eddie.
Head up.
Eddie?
Okay.
Warning.
I
Blue.
think she was just mass reported, dude. And if she was cutting herself on stream and people were saying that she was doing other stuff than that, dude, that's not Eddie's fault, dude. We all, I tried to warn Dex, dude, you have to be super PC. You have to be really just, act like a normie or they're gonna kick your ass, dude. That's what they do. You're not gonna be able to get KCIP, because, dude, you're too problematic.
Simmas,
Break,
what's so
break.
bad about me?
No holding.
You don't even own all this.
Fight.
All of Kick, dude. It's mainly owned by.
Yeah, dude, people were saying that she was cutting herself on stream. Again, I don't know if that's true or not.
Red,
It's
take a step
alleged. And that was the reason why she lost. She was, banned from Kick.
fucking Sanity, dude.
Who?
It's mainly owned by Muslims and Sanity, dude.
Okay. Well, listen, I tried really hard.
I blame the simp mods. The simp mods should always be blamed for always.
Dude, blame Eddie. Because what the fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do? I jokingly said I'm gonna myself, and then what did I get? A ban. Dex should start boxing. Dude, I want to, because, I really want to. I feel like I would be good with it. But listen, I get banned for fucking what? saying I'm gonna kill myself in
Ladies
a joking
and gentlemen,
manner.
Oh God.
the winner
In a
is
joking manner. I
the
was
blue
laughing
corner.
myself. Obviously, I didn't mean it.
Fucking pussy.
Chicken still does a bunch of like extreme censorship and like retarded simp mods, dude.
I don't know, dude. You get banned for saying that stuff on here too. Like that's yeah, dude. I don't know how she could think that she could get off and say that stuff, but you get banned for like saying the N word on there. You get banned for saying the F slur on there.
But I wanted KCIP so bad. I wanted to be able to quit my job so bad. And what Xena gets to say she's gonna cut herself all the time. Xena gets to show her fucking cuts all the fucking time. Fucking what is her name? Maria Fort. Who knows who the fuck Maria Fort is? Gets to say, I'm gonna kill myself. Xena's tying me up. I'm gonna kill myself because I'm suicidal and I'm an ugly hag. Boom. KCIP. Oh, a hot ass fucking under 22-year-old gets to say I'm gonna kill myself, and then what does she get banned? Sorry, I'm not 35. Like really, I'm sorry I'm not 35 years old. I'm sorry I haven't hit the fucking wall, dude.
Yeah, but Dex, you also have a lot of people mass reporting you too. You know, that's it. That's one of the biggest things. Like you had people mass reporting you as you were doing that stuff.
Personality of nails on chalkboard. No one
Sorry.
cares if they're attractive,
If I
just
was
like
35,
no one cares
maybe
that
fucking
Victoria
kick
J
Andy
has
would
fleeting looks whose
kick
opinion
Eddie.
matters, just
But
like
in
no
what
one
content
cares
does kick
that
Eddie
Vegan
bring?
Patriot has
No,
fleeting
he just
looks
sucked
whose
fucking ice
opinion
Poseidon's
matters.
cock in the back of the fucking RV. Ice Poseidon, please help me with my new fucking.
Seconds out.
Jesus,
Please help me
fuck
with my
me.
new streaming.
Okay, ready?
Fucking gagging on fucking ice
fight.
Poseidon's cock, Eddie, you fucking fat faggot.
Dude, this girl's fucking hilarious. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Dude, she's got spunk, dude. I like you, Dex. I think you're funny as fuck.
You wanna fucking ban me twice? And then fucking mod all these nonsense fucking retards who are fucking way
stop
less
it.
content than me.
Red, no
You
holding.
really wanna fucking... If
Pass
you
on.
gave me KCIP, you know how much fucking content I'd be without violating your TSS? But no. Oh, I get drunk one time and I jokingly say, I'm gonna kill myself.
Dude,
And
you
I
know,
would never kill myself.
you know, there's like a bunch of men, dude, like in her chat thinking, I can save her. I can make her a tread run. Like, I could make her see the light. Yeah, dude, you ain't gonna do shit other than just give her money that she's gonna buy anime shit with and drugs. Like, shut the fuck up.
You can destroy everything in my life. You can take my family, my friends, my boyfriend, my pets. I still wouldn't kill
Red.
myself. It was
Red,
a
step
joke.
back.
It was a joke. And you banned me. Yeah, Maria Fort, that hag bitch, gets to cut herself on stream when Xena's hot fucking ebony ass ties up Maria Fort and says, fuck you, you're fucking logged. And Maria Fort's like, no, I'm gonna...
Okay, how long were they on, like, Kick? Like, if you started, like, if you're brand new, Dex, you gotta mind your P's and Q's. You can't be saying kind of shit like that. You can't be controversial. Once you build, like, a following, and you have a large group of people, you've been on for a while, and you have your CIP, then I think people will less likely report your channel, but dude, you were running your mouth and doing stupid shit way too early, and that's caused you to get banned.
Kill myself. I am going to kill...
Oh, shit.
Dumb fuck.
Hang on, guys. I accidentally closed that. It's my bad. But yeah, I think the main reason is because she just kind of had her like new Kick channel. She needs to like build a following first, dude, and get a bunch of people to be watching her for long periods of time, and then she can do that degenerate kind of crap. She can't do that at the beginning because people will mass report her and she'll lose her channel. Exactly what she just did, you know? That's exactly what happened to her. Okay, let's play this, guys. Hopefully everything's working.
You, Eddie. I ever see your fat ass in person, you know what's happening. And I'm not saying that.
Yeah,
I don't want to
probably.
get banned on YouTube, but I'm saying is that if I see you in person, I'm gonna hug you really hard, and I'm gonna give you a big kiss, bitch. Fuck
Seconds
you.
out. Okay, get ready.
seething.
Let's
You're
fight.
seething.
I'm not seething. Deaf, drunk, or high. I'm not drunk.
Dude,
Dude,
guess
fuck
what?
Eddie.
I can
Mr.
clinch.
Base
Break it up.
Dumb
is
fuck.
Red, take a
fuck.
step
I
back.
forgot to go live and watch.
I can clinch
Mr.
so
Base
hard.
is the only fucking actual fucking streamer fucking like.
Yeah, no supporting Mr. Base.
Shout out Mr. Base. Anon doesn't like Mr. Base because he likes to suck Eddie's cock.
Clinch.
Cause Anon,
yeah,
whenever
dude, she's too problematic, dude. She
Idiot.
runs her mouth.
Use
She's
your
never gonna
feet.
get a kick deal. Like, you gotta be savvy.
Hey, stop.
You gotta be like
Use your
Chicken, where
feet.
you're kind of like, you know,
Let's
Use your
go.
feet.
a fine line between
Genius.
being a
Use your
degenerate
feet.
and a
Use
normie,
your
and he's
feet,
kind of
bro.
he's good at balancing
Yeah,
that.
there you
Dex
go. Use
isn't.
those
Dex
things
is
called your
too
feet.
like opinionated. She speaks before she thinks. She says a lot of regrettable things, and it mostly gets her like in trouble, and
Use
that's the
your
reason
feet.
why she got banned,
Use your
dude.
feet.
It's really difficult
Use
for
your
people
feet.
from
Use your
IP2
feet.
to cross over to kick unless they're able to balance, you know, the fine line between being a piece of garbage streamer and like a normie. And Chicken's really good at doing that. You know, Chicken is pretty good.
Use your feet.
For the most part. I think he got like nobody watches Chicken. Yeah, dude, actually plenty of people do watch him, dude. I've been in his stream for like a few minutes. I don't like the guy. I don't like Chicken at all. Like, I don't know what people see in him. I think he's like an inbred. I think he's annoying. I think he's talentless. I don't even think he's fucking funny. But, you know, there's people out there that enjoy him, and he makes a lot of money, dude. And he's got his KCIP, dude.
Use your
So
feet.
clearly he's doing something right, and he's still able to maintain his channel.
he's bored and Eddie was there for him, Anon likes to suck Eddie's cock. For whatever reason, maybe Eddie has a fatter
Red,
cock
use your
than
feet.
I do. But
Use your feet.
fuck Eddie.
Move your
Fuck
feet, buddy.
Eddie from
Move
Kick.
your
Eddie
feet.
from Kick, if I ever see you,
Oh, wow.
I'm gonna give you a big hug, bitch. I'm gonna give you a big fucking hug.
Oh my god, Tex, dude. Are you even a real person, girl? Like, you're just you're like some like anime like character come to life, dude. Like, for real. Oh my god. Like, you're like some, I don't know, dude. Like some like e-girl, like anime girl come to life, like from some comic book.
If she wouldn't have this much weight on it, she was on it. Fuck you.
You don't
That's
watch
kind of
anime,
true, though.
idiot. You have
Stop,
no
you
idea what an
nasty.
anime trope
Show us
is.
your pink kitty cat. Enough.
You're
Enough!
ignorant of anime.
Enough!
Victoria, you don't know
Seconds
a
out.
single anime trope.
Yeah, no supporting
Get
Mr.
ready.
Base in my stream, dude.
Locks on.
Stop saying fuck you, okay? Love you. I love you. Think she high as fuck. I'm drunk as fuck, bitch. I got this bottle tonight. This is how much I finished with
Yeah,
it.
dude, she's definitely drunk. She's not on, I don't think she's on meth right now. She's on the booze. You can kind of tell by, like, her eyes, dude, and her demeanor. And her slurred words. She's not on, like, the picky pipe at the moment.
I'm not fucking high, dude. If I was high, you think I'd be worried about the streaming shit? If I was high, I'd be like, the people on the
feet.
fucking walls, the people, they're coming to get me.
Move your feet.
No, bitch.
Move it or lose it.
Fuck you.
Move it or lose it, buddy. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. Move it. You gotta take more
Shout out
in step.
Mr. Base
You
for
gotta
being
take
the
more in
only
step,
fucking
buddy.
streaming platform
You gotta
owner
take
that
more in
fucking
step.
actually believes in
You
me.
gotta take more in the step.
Because God
dude.
knows that Eddie's
You
fat
gotta
ass
take more in the
doesn't.
step.
Because Eddie's fat ass is too busy fucking Maria Fort and whatever fucking bitch that threatens to kill herself on Kick. Hey, fuck Kick. I don't support fucking nonsense. Oh, scavenger hunt. Oh my god, there's gonna be a
Move
fucking
it.
scavenger
Move it.
hunt. Oh my god, there's gonna be a bunch of fucking male streamers. There's gonna be a bunch of male streamers that are fucking giving the fucking coordinates to any other fucking big name Andy who fucking has the coordinates. Oh,
Are you spelling my phrase, dude?
fuck. Oh my god, I'm a lower name streamer. Oh my
Move
god, fucking Ice.
Move it. You better
I
move.
Box
spend
on.
all this shit. Whatever fucking big name faggot owns the
Better
fucking
move.
thing. Oh my god, can you please give me the coordinates?
So Eddie's like, so my guess is
I can
Eddie's the
make you
one that
move.
owns like Kick,
Make you move.
and Dex thinks that he
make
had
you
something
move.
to do with it. No, Dex,
make
you
you move.
just,
Hey,
dude, you
stop.
did too much
Red,
shady
no,
shit
hold
at the
it.
beginning.
made
Like,
you
you
move.
should have waited, dude.
Let's go.
I
Took
just
your
made you
time.
move.
You know, try to do like fucking normie shit. and not threaten to unalive yourself and show your cuts on stream. Do that much later, dude. Do that much later in your streaming career. Stay on there for a year or so you could build something. So they're less likely to report you, because when you start making them money, guys, I'll let you on a little secret. YouTube is like this shit too. If you start making YouTube or Kick a lot of money and you start being problematic, they don't give a fuck. It's really difficult for them to let go of you if you start becoming their cash cow. And so she started way too early. She didn't get her kick deal. So they fucking banned her ass. That was it. Like, if she did this degenerate type of shit after the fact and she was getting a lot of views and she was making a lot of money for Kick, they wouldn't give a shit. They wouldn't have done anything. So that's the problem. But that goes with just about any person. Like, there's literal people that still have a platform on YouTube. They were accused of doing some shady, disgusting things, and they still have a platform, dude. They still have it on YouTube. And the same applies with Kick as well. You just have to make a career first, then you can do all the dumpster fire fucking shit and not have to worry about the consequences. You gotta be making YouTube, and you gotta be making Kick money.
Oh my god, he gave me the coordinates. Guys, he's so content. Guys, he's so content and he's so cool. Guys, he gave me the coordinates. Shout out to him. Ice Poseidon.
No, dude, I'm just saying.
Ice Poseidon gets
Dude, I'm not condoning what the fuck she's doing. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying. But she is telling the truth. There are women on Kick right now, dude, that do shady ass shit just like she does. Just like Fuzi, there's so many people threatening to unalive themselves that do cringy ass sexual stuff, and they don't get banned. You know why? Because they had the KCIP and they're making fucking money. That's why. That's the secret sauce, dude. Make a career first, build a following, start making the platforms lots of money, and you become fucking untouchable. That's the point. That's what I'm trying to make. I'm not saying Dex do this shit, dude. Don't. I would prefer you to get the fuck offline. Try to, do something outside of the whole streaming world, because it's toxic as fuck, and and you move on with your life and be happy. That's what I would prefer, but she's not going to do that. But she is telling the fucking truth, though, when it comes to other streamers on there. Abso-fucking-lutely. She's not lying about that.
Me the fucking ass whenever I want. Fuck you. Let me set up watch, dude, because it's not working. 1 second. Fuck YouTube. I hope you all fucking...
Again, I don't condone the actions of what Dex is saying on here, dude. I'm just a commentator commenting on her live stream.
I don't give a fuck about any of you. Mr. Bass, it's not working. Where's my fucking phone? Angels don't fall. Don't say what the fuck, because I saw you smoking meth when Vegan took me to your apartment to get her fucking camera fixed. So don't talk shit.
Yeah, some? Dude, you want to talk about Fuzi? You want to talk about the women that Dex has brought up? Of course, dude, there's exceptions to the rules. But there's a lot of degenerate piece of shit people that are on Kick that still maintain KCIP because they don't get mass reported, and they're making the platform a lot of money. That applies to YouTube, too.
On me, bitch. Fuck Kick. I'll fucking kill a Kick. Sure you did. Okay, well, fucking... I see anyone with a pipe going like this, rolling the pipe with a fucking torch under it. What am I gonna think? Meth. If you were really smoking weed, that's fine, but it's like, I know what meth looks like. Fuck everybody. Fuck all of you. Literally, you think weed, the new meth. Hey, I've smoked weed. When I smoke weed, I have a bowl, and I fucking smoke. I put the lighter on top of the bowl, and I go like that. When I smoke meth, I put the lighter under the bowl, and I roll the bowl like that. And I inhale it and I exhale it. That's how I smoke meth, bitch. When I smoke weed, let's pretend this is a bowl. This is my lighter on top of the bowl.